we think we're done. We think it's over. The reward has been collected. The treasure has been found. The lesson's been learned. But the thing is, the reward is worthless unless we can take it back to our everyday lives. Think about the story of Cinderella, looking at Disney's version. Cinderella wanted nothing more than to go to the ball. And of course there were all of these obstacles in there. Her stepmother gave her all of these extra chores. By the end of the day, she thought, I didn't even have time to make a dress. And of course her friends came through for her, and she had the dress. And she goes downstairs, ready, I'm ready, I can go. And then her stepsisters tear the dress apart, and she's left with nothing. And now we have the ordeal of here she is in rags, in tatters, and she still wants to go to the ball. Only now there seems to be no way. She's cornered, she's trapped, there's nothing she can do. And of course the fairy godmother steps in and makes everything okay. And she gets to go to the ball. And her reward is not just being at the ball, but falling in love with the prince. And the prince falling in love with her. That is her reward. But that reward is worthless unless it can be integrated into her everyday life. Unless she can get out of the situation she was in and get into the new situation of marrying the prince. And that's what comes in the road back. The road back is taking this reward back to your home. Back to the lesson learned back into your everyday life. The treasure back home. There's the story of Abraham. And we know that Abraham's reward is the birth of his son, Isaac. And it's a joyful time, and they celebrate. But the question is, did Abraham really learn the lesson? Is he really able to trust God despite all odds? And so for Abraham, the road back is having God ask him, you need to sacrifice your son. Will Abraham do it? Will he be able to take this trust and integrate it into his everyday life? Will Prince Charming find Cinderella? Perhaps you have been on a missions trip and you've been preparing for it. There were the obstacles of raising finances, of connecting with your team, of getting over there safely. Perhaps while you were there you ran into some problems, maybe with the government, with the area you were working in, with team members. But finally you had that moment, that mountaintop moment, where you knew that the work you had done was beautiful. And you knew that the work God did in you was beautiful. And the question is, can you take that lesson that you learned back home? When you get back to the run-of-the-mill everyday laundry and dishes and whatever work you have during the day, mowing the lawn, coming into contact with those irksome neighbors, will you be able to take that lesson that you learned on the mission field back into your everyday life? Or on whatever journey you have taken, whatever obstacles have been in your way that you've overcome, have you learned the lesson? Can you make that road back?